The third method of preparation of aldehydes is from hydrocarbons. Basically, this is from class 11th. You've already studied this in class 11th, so it is a repetition of that, from alkenes and from alkynes. From alkenes and alkynes. From alkenes, you're going to do ozonolysis. Look at this. You're going to do ozonolysis of alkenes to obtain aldehydes, and you're going to add water to alkynes. You're going to add water to alkynes, so that's called hydration using catalyst mercuric sulfate. So I'll say HgSO4, or I'll just write Hg. Look at this. You can just write HgSO4. You can write HgSO4 or simply Hg2 plus in presence of concentrated H2SO4. So these are the two reactions which we are going to do: ozonolysis of alkenes, and we are going to do hydration of alkynes using mercuric sulfate and sulfuric acid. Mercuric, look at the name, mercuric sulfate. So from M, you remember we are going to use Markovnikov's rule here. Whenever we use mercury as a catalyst, we are going to use this Markovnikov's rule. So this will remind you in exam: M for mercury, M for Markovnikov's. Let's see both the reactions now. See, you've already done ozonolysis in class 11th, so it's not that difficult. Take an alkene, add ozone, a very strong oxidizing agent. So first of all, we are going to get a cyclic intermediate formed. So it will be drawn like this: CH2. Just draw it this way. Break both the bonds. The mechanism is complex for class 12th, so just understand that you have to draw a cyclic product first of all. Just remember, you have to draw a cyclic product, and after that, this is the ozonide, which is an intermediate. Whose ozonide? Ozonide of ethene. So I'll say ethene ozonide. Now in the next step, after oxidation, we are going to do reduction. So the reagent number 2 is zinc in the presence of water. Zinc is a very good reducing agent. Break the bond like this. Break the bond like that. So you're going to get CH2O. And where does this oxygen go? It goes with zinc. So you just write minus zinc oxide as the byproduct. It's common sense. Are we going to write like this? No, we are going to write double bond O. We are going to write like this. So the answer is going to be formaldehyde. We are going to write it like this in the board exam, not like this. This is just a shortcut which I am showing you. That we get CH2O. That means I am going to get a formaldehyde and another formaldehyde. So we get two molecules of formaldehyde by ozonolysis of alkene ethene. Alright, pay attention. If I just go on changing here according to my wish, I can put anything over here. Suppose I put R on one side and other side I put R and H. So accordingly my answers will change. Look at this. If that has changed, of course this will also change. So this complete picture will change. I'll just show you how does it look like. So it looks like this: R C H double bond O plus RRCO. So it's going to be like this: RRCO. Look at this. So I get an aldehyde, I get a ketone. So from ozonolysis of alkenes, I can get either aldehydes or ketones or both. So this is a fantastic method to obtain carbonyl compounds from alkenes. Okay. Now the question which can be asked in the board exam is, what are the possible products of oxidation ozonolysis of an alkene? Or the second question they can ask you is that what was the alkene which gave you these two products? What is the alkene which gave you these two products? So again, in that case, what you have to do, just remember, look at this. What I'm doing is, so I'm just going to join these two compounds by rubbing their oxygen atoms. So when I rub them, naturally I can just connect them by a double bond. So this was the alkene which on ozonolysis gave me those two products. So that can be the question. Let me give you one more question of this type. Okay, this is the second question. Which alkene on ozonolysis gave me these two products? which alkene on ozone analysis gave me these two products is the question for example. So here I will first of all write them face to face, and then just I'm going to remove the, look at this, oxygen atoms, and just connect them. This was my alkene. Look at the second question. Look at the second question. Which alkene on ozonolysis gave you these two products? Which alkene on ozonolysis gave you these two products? That's your answer. That's your answer. So this is the question which will be asked in the exam, or they'll give you this and ask you to predict the answers. They'll give you something like this in exam. Question mark. Simple. Just break the bond and you will get the answer. When you break the bond, you get the answer from the left side like this. Look at this, है ना? And from the right side, what do you get? From the right side, you get like this. From the right side, you get this. From the left side, you get this. So it's very simple. So ozonolysis is one of the best methods to understand the position of the double bond in a given alkene, because wherever you got double bond O, there was a double bond C in the previous compound. Wherever you got double bond O, it was actually a double C double bond C in the previous compound.